One of my favorite stories that anyone told me was a few years back. This gentleman was telling me, he was an older gentleman, and he was telling me that when he was a little boy, his dad used to bring him out there,
Yeah.
and at that time it was just a little drive-in.
Yeah.
And I think my grandfather told me it was 10 hot dogs for $1, or 5 hamburgers for $1,
That's crazy.
and like a gallon of root beer was 50 cents.
Gosh.
But they had that tradition of every weekend him and his dad would go get a hot dog.
Yeah.
And when he grew up and had his son, he did the same thing with him. And when he was sharing the story with me, he said, "Well, now I'm bringing my grandson out here."
Yeah.
So that was 4 generations of memories.
Just right there. Just that fast.
You know,
That's wild. Okay. So introduce yourself. Let everybody know what's going on.
uh, my name is Ryan, and I am right now currently still the owner of JJ Family Restaurant.
And how long have you guys owned that?
We have been there for 67 years now.
That's awesome.
Yeah, since 1959.
And can you tell us a little bit about what started the whole thing?
It started as just a small business that my grandfather purchased in, like I said, 1959. There's just a little tiny hot dog stand, a little drive-through. Uh, just had like 2 employees, I think, at the time. And then just over the years, the building that's there now, he built in '64, and from there it just grew into a successful business.
That's awesome. So what happened as far as the business goes now? What's been going on?
Well, we did sell the business a few months ago, uh, which part of the deal that we made with the sale was we wanted to stay open long enough to make sure that everyone working there now could get a new job.
That's really cool.
That was part of the deal that we made. So since then, we've just been doing what we normally do until that time comes.
Yeah. Now, is there any plans for you guys to open up another shop, or are you guys just kind of done for a while?
Not a restaurant.
Not a restaurant.
We our family had another business. It was a flower shop,
Oh,
Justice
nice.
Flowers.
That's cool.
We specialized in silk memorial flowers,
Nice.
and I eventually will be opening that back up in another location.
That's very cool. Did you guys have like good business partners that you guys want to shout out to, or would you guys like to?
We've had a lot of people that we've worked with over the year for a long time. You know, White's Meats Market.
Love those guys.
Man,
That's a staple.
they have been awesome.
Yeah.
We've been working with them since before I was born.
Yeah.
They've been there. I don't even know how long they've been there. They're another
That's another staple.
older establishment.
Yeah, absolutely.
They've been there for a long time.
We love
They're
them.
great. We
Yeah.
love them.
Yeah.
We've got. That's one of the only smaller local businesses that we work with primarily, but we really love them.
That's a good shout out right there. That's why we do this. We do these interviews and we try to let let the community know that these businesses are still around, and that they've been serving these communities for so long.
Yeah.
And it's just wild that I don't see a lot of people really coming out and actually supporting local business like they should. And I'm just, I'm glad that there's some that have been able to hang on. That is not an easy task. I mean, it is so wild. People just don't know how much goes into running a business. It is.
Oh yeah.
It is a lot.
And these older businesses
Yeah.
paved the way for a lot of businesses.
For sure. For sure.
They they paved, some of them literally paved the roads.
Yeah.
They
Literally. Yeah.
literally paved the roads.
Yeah.
I remember my grandfather telling me stories of when Route 60 was a dirt road.
Mm-hmm.
when they first started business. And a lot of the other businesses in the area that, a lot of them we don't have anymore. The Bluegrass,
Yeah.
Rosie's, a lot of other people, the Log Cabin, they sort of, they established business in this area.
Yeah.
I remember when downtown was nothing but small businesses, small mom and pop businesses.
Yeah.
And, sadly, most of them are gone now.
Yeah.
But, it's important to stay connected with those businesses and support them,
Absolutely.
especially people like White's Meat Market that are
Yeah.
so good at what they do.
Exactly. It's
And Crisps, too. We're,
Yeah.
we're friends with them, been friends with them for, the entirety of the time that we've been open.
Love those guys. It's ridiculous that we even should have to even say support local business. It should be
Yeah.
just a thing that people understand. Just support local business, And you get a lot of people who say that they support local business, but you don't see a lot of people just going out like they used to. Before we started this, you had said that during what was it, COVID? You had families that would just order from you just to support, just to say, hey,
Oh, yeah. We
thinking
had,
about you.
especially a lot of our regulars,
Yeah.
they would make a point to come in and get a takeout order. At least at that time, we couldn't do dine-in.
Yeah.
It was takeout only. But they made a point to order from us, and they'd come in and ask us how we were doing. And, the community actually cared about us.
Yeah.
It was great to see.
I love that. I think that that's what we need more of. And God willing, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to promote that for everybody that's still out there fighting a good fight. If you could say anything to the people that's watching right now, what would you like to say?
I just love to say thank you for 67 years of support. It's meant so much to my family. And also there's countless other families that have come through and been a part of our family, worked at the restaurant, they've supported them. Most of them have gone on to bigger and better careers, but we still have people there now that have been there for 25 plus years.
That's wild.
And this community has supported them.
Yeah. Well, I just think
So
it's
I just
awesome.
wanted to say thank you so much.
And when you think about all the good things you guys have done for the community throughout these years, you guys have been a local. That's a staple of this community, and it hurts to see you guys go. I mean, that is. Is there anything else that you would like to add in here?
Other than just thank you, we're sad to see it go.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. It's understandable. It's a generational business, That's one of those things we hate to see it go, and that's what we was trying to prevent, is to see another one go is just, it's heartbreaking, When I think of Ashland, Kentucky, my first thought is being a kid, remember going to the Ashland newsstand.
Yeah.
That used to be my heart and soul, and like you couldn't pull me out of there. And I couldn't think of Ashland without that. And now that it's gone, it's one of those. It literally breaks my heart. Blue Ribbon Lanes. I used to think, man, that was my hangout spot. You'd go down there, you'd go bowling, you'd have a good time. There was pool tables. It was a good time. And you just knew that thing would always be there. It was part of Ashland. It was like, a little piece of the soul of Ashland has
It was a landmark.
That's it.
Yeah.
And that's how I've always felt about your restaurant. I think it's one of those places where you just always seen it, and you just always just thought, that's a part of Ashland. Like it's wild. That's
Our goal always was to make it a place that was warm and welcoming.
Yeah.
And we wanted you to feel when you came into our establishment like you were going home to grandma's.
That's it.
My grandparents were notorious for coming out and sitting at the tables. and visiting with people. And you really did have that atmosphere of family,
Yeah.
that just getting together that we've lost now
Yeah.
as a culture
As a community.
and a community. Just people don't want to sit down and visit with each other anymore. They don't want to just sit and have a cup of coffee and talk, or go to grandma's house for Sunday dinner. It's something that we've lost,
Yeah.
and that's a sad thing that it's one more place where we had that's going to be gone now.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you coming in, and we're
Well,
gonna
I
miss.
appreciate you guys having me in here.
No, it's awesome.
It's
Man.
awesome.
We're gonna miss you guys' restaurant for sure. This is one of those sad moments that just we want to stop these from happening. We don't want any more sad moments. We'd like to continue to build legacies, not tear them down for another McDonald's or another crappy restaurant that nobody wants to go to. We want those mom and pop memories. We want
Yeah.
to sit down and have a good meal and feel like you're a part of something. And we wish you luck on your next endeavors, and we hope to see you again.
Thank you so much. We'll be back in business.
Yeah.
We won't have the restaurant anymore, but we'll still have.
You'll
Yeah.
still be a part of the community.
Yeah, we're still going to be part of the community.
Yeah.
Still, but got that heartbeat.
Yeah.
For the community.
I love it. And with that, well, okay. And so, when is your last day that you're going to be open?
So our last day that we will be open will be this Friday, the 27th. It's been this last week that we've been open so far has been tremendous. We've seen so much support from the community. Everybody wants to come in and get one last meal and tell stories and just mingle with everybody one last time. And it's been such a tremendous thing to see so many people coming in that have memories of this place. I think some of our people may actually end up going to Crisp's Dairy Treat sometime after this. And if anybody out there is looking for employment right now, I think they're hiring. They're wonderful people. We've been friends with them for many, many years. Another wonderful mom and pop establishment to support.
Well, we love it. And for everybody out there, if you're watching, come on out Friday and show your support for the last day that it's going to be open. And we'd love to see you out there.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.